Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to our SEGA arcade extravaganza. And today we got to stop the aliens from taking over. I'm kidding. It's Afterburner. More specifically, Afterburner 2, because it's basically a better revision of the first Afterburner, and it also has a much better soundtrack, I'd say, as well. Like, listen to the title theme, Maximum Power. It's so awesome. Like,
I don't hear anything.
You're about to hear it. There we go.
Yeah!
Like that. Listen to that guitar. It's so cool. It sounds like
I feel like I'm on a Saturday morning watching Power Rangers.
I thought that too. Yeah, it does sound like Power Rangers music, but that's why it's so good. Oh man.
That's the power of the SST band.
Yeah.
Power of some chip I never heard of. It's balls. It's total balls.
Voices in this game.
Oh wow,
Get
SEGA
ready?
became a military force. I didn't know that.
But
Wow.
yeah, so this game, it's goddamn Afterburner. It's a game made in 1987 by the SEGA Corporation. It's Afterburner, Afterburner, Afterburner. Or Afterburner 2, but then again, I already repeated myself. The main reason why we're doing Afterburner, and I died already. Okay, a little heads up. I'm going to die a lot in this game, so be thankful I recorded the arcade version with unlimited continues.
Well, that's good.
Limited continues means no game overs.
Yep, as what that ninja said.
Yeah.
And every
Man, look at all these aliens. Better shoot them down.
it's Afterburner.
No. They're from another country. That could be considered an alien.
Okay.
Donald Trump's war against Mexico, and this is them fighting back.
Jesus.
But this game, oh yep, there I go again. This game's graphics are actually pretty impressive. In fact, I'd say it's even more impressive than what Outrun offered.
Yeah.
This game looks like it's from the 90s, so makes sense.
It's actually from the 80s, but close enough.
Late 80s, actually.
Like
Yeah, 1987.
88?
87.
87, alright.
Alright, we gotta take down these aliens. What, the ones from space? No, the ones taking our jobs.
Summer! They're taking over the Navy!
And don't forget children.
For the American people!
So every time you get a lock on, you'll hear some guy say, fire! And you can shoot one of the missiles. This game is relentlessly difficult because your worst enemy in this game will always be the missiles that lock onto you, and it's so annoyingly hard to try to avoid them. Especially when you got so many coming at you at once.
You know, this is something that the nerd could probably do with the Konami laser scope.
Most likely. You know,
Anyway.
looking at the target reticle, it kind of reminds me of SA1's Guy Chase Act 1.
Oh yeah.
The music is way better.
Yes.
And this music right here, this is basically considered the main theme of Afterburner. And yeah, it's a pretty good song. In fact, it got remixed several times in like Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, as well as in Hatsune Miku Project Diva, where it's sung by Mako.
Oh, nice.
Or whoever you pick as the Vocaloid option.
Wait.
There's only one Vocaloid option, and it's Mako. I mean,
Wait,
Oh,
Mako?
okay.
You mean the actor Mako?
no,
Oh.
the Vocaloid.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Weeb stuff, dude.
You don't, the only Vocaloid you know is Megaune Lu.
How do you not know Miku?
Oh yeah, and Miku. I forgot
Yeah.
Miku.
I know about Hatsune Miku. See, I do appreciate the
Yeah.
waifu.
Also, these landing zones, there's actually an Easter egg in the second landing zone, so when we get to it, keep an eye out for it.
Alright.
Alright, I think
So,
so.
Afterburner, what are you guys' experiences with Afterburner besides the Nostalgia Critics video on Suburban Commando?
Oh. I've never seen that part of its review, but yes, it does look awesome. I've never played the game, but I need to play this. It's really awesome.
And Scott?
I have nothing much to say about it. I mean, it looks interesting, I guess, but that's basically it.
I agree with Scott.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, sprite work, this
I
looks pretty amazing.
Oh, you just did a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll!
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
Unfortunately,
This is before
unfortunately,
the barrel roll.
yeah, this was before the barrel roll, and because in fact, unlike the R wings, doing a barrel roll in the F-Tom, whatever this jet is called, it'll not save you from blasters. It will not deflect blaster fire or missile fire. So, yeah.
It's just mainly a maneuver, pretty much.
You know, I would love to see this as a live-action movie. This would be awesome.
Or you could watch it as an anime. It's called Macross.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it is an anime.
There is talks of like other like SEGA IPs becoming like movies and TV series, like Streets of Rage and Rise of Nightmares.
Isn't there a
Golden
Stalker
Axe.
Wars anime?
Yes, there's a whole lot of them.
Aha. I've always have been interested in Stalker Wars. I've only played the 5th one via an emulator, but I actually would like to get a physical copy of that game at some point if I ever find one.
Yeah, there's a couple on eBay that you can get, and you can use the some of the guys from GameFAQs and stuff to help you throughout the whole game. Since it's in
Well,
Japanese.
Well, I liked what I played so far. I do think the combat is pretty satisfying, and the characters are great.
The F-14 Tomcat. That's what this plane is called.
Ah,
Oh.
okay.
Quick.
Oh,
Here comes another one.
And that little stage we did previously, that was actually a bonus stage. It's actually... they're act-
Wow.
do
you
a
got an
barrel.
enemy on your tail!
Oh.
Hey Einstein, I'm on your side.
And no, this is... There's only one jet. There's only one good guy jet. It's the one
How
where...
do you know? How do you know you're not destroying your friends?
Oh yeah, that's a good point there.
You could be just some maniac in a jet plane shooting down the U.S. military.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're saying that it's basically Twisted Metal in the sky?
Sure, why not? That sounds
In the
awesome.
sky, no one's your friend.
Yeah.
Clearly, you're dying all the time.
Well, yeah. This game is freaking hard. So, yeah. If you think I'm dying too much, wait till you see the later stages. There are actually a few times where I die immediately after spawning. That's how hard this game is.
What?
So anyway, Patrick, thoughts on Afterburner?
I'll say this about Afterburner. It's a very challenging game.
Yeah.
Very
Yep.
challenging. Yeah, you got a
Yeah, I
lot
can
of
definitely
enemies
see
coming
why.
at you in all directions and stuff. But I think it still has some good music, and like when it comes to video games, I like challenge.
Yeah.
I'm actually, personally, I'm pretty impressed with how this game looks. I should check it out sometime.
Yeah.
It seems to be up my alley, actually.
And I actually did play Afterburner 1 as well, but I'm actually glad that I think when I did play Afterburner 1, I think I began to see why the first game was not brought to the United States initially, because the game is a little too hard for some of the. I swear that some of the missiles in Afterburner 1 hit you as soon as they spawn, is what I'm trying to
As
say.
soon as you hum.
No, as soon as they spawn. And because
okay.
of that, to be honest, if Afterburner was gonna come to consoles, I would have liked to have an option to I don't like how the jet dies in one hit. I get that this is an arcade game, but there's one main issue I have with this game. Because it's an arcade game and you die in one hit, you would think that the game would be endless, like Pac-Man or Galaga. But no, there's actually an ending to this game.
Well, yeah, like a lot of, it's a bullet hell game. It's a borderline bullet hell, so this is typical of the genre.
I think the 3DS Classic one has an option you can use, and the Afterburner Climax, which is delisted from the PlayStation, I think Xbox Live.
Yeah,
so,
Xbox Live.
um,
And that's a shame
yeah,
because I
they
never
are.
got to play it.
Yeah, it's a remake of the first two Afterburner games. It's a lot of fun, and the more you
it
play it,
sounds
the
awesome.
more stuff you unlock.
Oh, that game sounds super fun.
Yeah, so like when you progress through the game and stuff, and like constantly die, you unlock a new feature for the gameplay where you can actually have like you can shoot
health bar.
bullets.
Oh, is this the new lit?
Have an health bar.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh hey.
It's out!
Like a Ferrari.
It's Outrun again!
It's the Ferrari from Outrun. That's a lovely little Easter egg they got there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So that's why we did Outrun before then. Just because of the Easter egg.
yeah, but anyway,
Yeah.
you were saying, Patrick.
Yeah, all the games like Afterburner, Space Harrier, Outrun, they're all developed by the same man, Yu Suzuki.
Ah, that
Yeah, I see
explains.
similarities in terms of graphics. Like this actually looks way more like Space Harrier than
Then Outrun. Yeah.
Outrun did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. So
Yeah.
Seth,
So, like,
With a jetpack with a jet fighter.
Can you quit turning so quickly? I'm gonna
here's-
throw up. Jeez.
Well, I'm sorry if you don't like flying. I guess let me guess, Scott. You think flying is for droids as well?
Oh come
No.
on!
Come
No.
on!
Like this
Get
is
your
actually
Star Wars
really
outta here.
Oh god, this is
Yeah.
actually really this is really disorienting me, honestly.
I guess you really don't like barrel rolls or spinning.
Well, yeah, because in this
don't-
game, the barrel rolls are definitely just something to throw up to. Like, oh god, why did
Yeah.
the whole camera have to move?
Oh god. Oh, why is the crouch
I guess Scott's head is spinning. Wow, my head's spinning!
What a wild... You don't say!
What a wild ride!
Oh.
Da 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 da.
I prefer the remix of Bayonetta.
Yeah, I prefer the Bayonetta Oh yeah, I forgot that song with
Infinite
remix for Bayonetta.
Climax mix was it or something?
Yeah.
Really hard.
Yeah.
Infinite Climax.
Time to go vroom!
Oh jeez.
Infinite. Oh.
Oh god.
You just had
The
to take
creator
that
of,
one step
Bayonetta.
beyond, didn't you?
What did you say, Will?
You just had to take my. You just had to take my. You just had to take my joke one step beyond with that one, didn't you?
Yep. Anyway,
God,
anyway, Patrick, you were trying to say?
Yeah, the creator of Bayonetta, Hideki Kayama.
Hideki Kamiya, yeah.
Yeah, he's a huge fan of like different SEGA games and stuff. And like,
That explains all the callbacks then.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
having Space Harrier and Afterburner as songs in the in Bayonetta 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Outrun 2 with the Splash Wave. Theme.
Splash Wave was in that game. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And she has a move. She has a move dedicated to Afterburner. It's called an Afterburner kick, where she kind of like kicks upward
Yeah.
like Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, like that.
Well, and I noticed that you're destroying all the shelters and satellite towers.
Just like Baker's
Oh, yeah.
Canyon back home.
Yeah, there we go. But anyway, Bayonetta, I believe it's kind of cool how Bayonetta has both Capcom and Sega references, because yeah, there are Capcom references as well, because Hideki Kamiya is not just the creator of Bayonetta, he's also the creator of Devil May Cry.
And also,
Beautiful shit.
Four-leaf.
Or no.
What was it? Four-leaf Clover, like the development team for the original.
Clover Studios.
Yeah, Clover Studios, the development team for
Beautiful Joe.
No,
Beautiful Joe, Okami.
as well as
Okami.
worked on
Oh.
after they dissolved, they worked on went over to Platinum Games. So, and a bunch of references to the
Wow.
games that they worked on previous were found in Bayonetta, like a
Wait.
Tombstone.
Seth,
Feel like, or something
Seth,
like that.
I'm noticing that like you're causing. At some points, you're causing wildfires and you're causing destruction to the city.
Yeah.
It's a video game.
I know, there's no
None-
lot.
That's why it's called war.
God. Okay, as much as Sonic Forces has some pretty okay lines, still that game, no.
Yeah, that is when that's
No.
officially when I turn my ears off to everything plot related in that game.
Consider all these Sonic Forces reference foreshadowing to our Sonic Forces commentary with another special guest. And who is that special guest? We're not going to tell you because that would ruin the surprise.
Like, comment, subscribe to find out.
Yeah.
But also, fun fact, the original Afterburner has a total of 18 stages. Afterburner 2 has 22 stages.
Oh Jesus.
So we're 4 stages left.
Technically, yes, but 3 stages to be more specific, but they use the ending of the game as another stage. So as soon as you reach stage 23, you don't engage enemy fighters, you just simply land on the aircraft carrier.
Just like Top Gun on NES, right?
I've never played that game, so I wouldn't know.
Probably not.
Have you at least seen the AVGN review of it?
Nope.
Top Gun? I know about Top Gun.
Yeah, it's the one where the nerd has trouble landing a plane.
Yeah, actually, this game has a lot of similarities to Top Gun in terms of gameplay. It's just instead of it being a first-person perspective, it's a third-person perspective.
Yeah, I actually. Oh, sorry.
You're using the same jet fighter too.
Mm-hmm.
The only other jet fighter type of game that I've played besides Afterburner is an NES game called Captain Skyhawk. And it's a pretty obscure NES game. I only know about it because my grandfather has it, and I even saw the guys from Continue play it, and it was interesting.
Wow.
But Afterburner clearly has a much better soundtrack, because Captain Skyhawk only has like 1 song, or 2 songs actually, while Afterburner has like 5, maybe 6.
I'm gonna ask you, Seth. Wouldn't you agree that SEGA that most of the games have like the best soundtracks?
A lot of Sega
yeah.
games in general have good soundtracks, yeah.
But so do Capcom games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and Capcom, and Nintendo, and even Namco.
a lot of people just make a bunch of good music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cough, 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 cough.
Oh, and Konami. Don't forget Konami.
Yep.
We don't talk about them.
Konami's oh, come on. Why not?
You know,
I-
House.
Yeah. Speaking of Konami, the creator of Bayonetta, Hideki Kamiya, his favorite action game is the original Castlevania for the NES.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you trying to say, Patrick?
I was just letting Lucas know what happened to Koyomi. They know what they done.
Yeah. Yeah, they know. But man, this is quite an explosive finish, am I right? Yeah, I know, I was really stretching it. Okay, this is funny. I immediately spawned to try to finish off the jets, and look at that. I'm already at the end of the game. So, so there's the ocean, there's the aircraft carrier, I land. Yay, mission complete. It's almost as if this was the last guy in their reinforcements, and he was rewarded for doing absolutely nothing.
Wow.
Like, see?
What?
Blew up the Death Star. He wasn't actually the guy who blew up the Death Star. He was just the last guy to come back home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yay, congratulations. You deserve a medal. Good job.
I did absolutely nothing, but I'll accept the payroll anyway.
He's no saint. He shouldn't be honored.
So that was Afterburner.
Wow.
Final thoughts. Afterburner, as I said, it's ridiculously hard. I don't think it's that great, but the game definitely has a lot of charm, and again, it was very ambitious. Yu Suzuki, is that his name? Yu Suzuki?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he did a great job with the graphics, and what he did was very ambitious. This game, again, has a kick-ass soundtrack. The soundtrack is easily my favorite part of the game. The graphics are impressive. The gameplay, it is pretty satisfying to shoot down enemy fighters and whatnot, but it's honestly pretty annoying when I constantly get shot down by homing missiles that I just want to avoid. But even when I keep holding left to avoid the missiles, they always track me and they hit me and I die in one hit, and it's annoying. I cannot beat this game without using at least one continue. That's just how hard this game is.
Maybe you should get
Watch
good.
out. It's a homing shot.
Yeah, that looks like a homing shot. That looks like a homing shot. Yeah.
Yep.
So, overall, I think this game is okay. Impressive and great for its time, but nothing outstanding in today's market. I still recommend playing it at least once, though. If you want some good old-fashioned arcade shoot-'em-up fun that will kick your ass as the game goes on, Afterburner is actually not a bad choice. And I'd still recommend it for the soundtrack, especially. So yeah, Afterburner, play it. You don't have to finish it, simply play it. Okay,
I think you should get good.
shut up. Well, you haven't played this game.
Neither have I.
You have no right to tell me to get good when you haven't played it.
Ouch.
So, yeah, because the rest of you haven't played it besides me and Patrick, should I just let Patrick give his final thoughts?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah, Patrick, final thoughts on Afterburner?
Okay, so Afterburner, I still think it's a unique game that Yu Suzuki developed for its time. I think it's one of his first games, if I'm not mistaken. I know not Afterburner, Hang On and Space Harrier were. Afterburner, it's a very challenging arcade game. So like if you like a good challenge and stuff, and like high replay value, I recommend playing Afterburner.
Yeah. Because Afterburner, it's pretty sweet. So, yeah. That was our mission to destroy the aliens. I'm kidding. It's still Afterburner. And tune in for the next part where we tackle we go into the AM2 era of Sega arcade games. So stay tuned.